A poll is given, showing 45% are in favor of a new building project. If 7 people are chosen at random, what is the probability that exactly 5 of them favor the new building project? When we approach a probability problem, we have lots of techniques available to us to solve them. One thing that is generally a good indicator of how you might go about solving it is whether or not you have only 2 outcomes. So we have here people that are in favor of a new building project. So that's 45% of this population. And people who are not in favor of it. So that's only 2 different outcomes that can occur. So that's a big hint that we might be able to solve this using a binomial probability. The question is then, are the trials independent? So if one person is in favor of the project, does that affect the next person chosen at random, their opinion? I don't think it would. So we can assume independence. And also, we are choosing 7 people, so there's a fixed number of trials of this experiment. So it meets all the qualifications, so we can use a binomial distribution to solve this. And in order to solve a binomial, we need to know the number of trials. In this case, there's 7 people chosen at random. We need to know the probability of success on any given trial. So the probability that someone is in favor of the project is 0.45. And then we need to know x, and x is the number of trials that we wish to observe. So out of the sample, we wish to observe 5 of them favoring the new project. So we'll use the calculator for this using the binom PDF function. Binom PDF is the one that we always use when the question is asking for exactly a certain number of items out of our sample. So and the input order is n, p, and finally x. So n is 7, p is 0.45, and x is 5. So we'll use the calculator. And if we hit second and vars, that will take us into the distributions menu. Now, we do have to scroll down a bit before we get to binomial distributions, but eventually you'll find them. There are 2, binom PDF and binom CDF, so take care to choose binom PDF in this case. 7 is the first input, 0.45 is the second, and 5 was the third. When you press enter, it will calculate the binomial probability using the formula that you've seen in the past, 0.1172.